words that are older than they seem. Every generation likes to think it invented slang anew, but often the latest words are actually very old. Here are some words that are much older than they seem. Does OUTASIGHT bring to mind a 60s hippie? Instead, imagine a Victorian chap in a waistcoat and top hat. The earliest citations for OUTASIGHT come from the 1890s. Babe, in the sense of hot chick, has a very 1970s ring to it. But this sense of babe has been around since the early 1900s. The Oxford English Dictionary has a citation from 1915 of someone saying, "She's some babe." Since when did friend become a verb? The answer is sometime in the 1400s, long before Facebook. In the earliest examples of the verb to friend, it means to make friends. It also had the meaning of to help someone out, be a friend to them. If you could friend someone, it was only natural, according to the productive rules of English word formation, that you could unfriend them too. The word unfriended shows up as early as 1659. The application of fanboy to comics and science fiction had to wait until the 70s. But before that, there were sports fans who, as early as 1919, were being referred to as fanboys, and theater fans who were fangirls as early as 1934. The words hip and hep had been around since the early 1900s, with the meaning of being up on the latest and knowing what's what. But hipster? It shows up in a 1941 dictionary of hash house lingo, meaning a know-it-all. Seems like even at the hash house, they got a bit tired of all that hipness. Legit, as a shortening of legitimate, has been around since the 1890s. It started as theater slang for things associated with legitimate, as opposed to vaudeville or burlesque theater. From the 1920s on, it was opposed to shady dealings. If you were on the legit, you were being honest. It's been good to be fly since the early 19th century, when it meant sharp or knowledgeable. By the late 1800s, it had taken on connotations of attractiveness and fashionableness as well. These words might be older than your great-grandparents, but that doesn't mean they're not legit fly.